my name is Sherelle Lucky. Today I'll be doing my presentation on bats in the bell tower of Denny Chimes. Let's first talk about the history of bats. Bats are mammals. They are warm-blooded, but they have a great control over their body temperature. Bats have high controllable feelers with wings made from soft skin stretched over modified front limbs. Bats are nocturnal. Although they have perfectly adequate eyesight, they also use echolocation to navigate in darkness. So that's why at nighttime when you hear bats flying, you hear all those noises. Flying bats emit a stream of high, complex pitch cries through their mouths or noses and process the echoes to build up a picture of their surroundings. So as they're flying and you hear all those sounds, the sounds are echoing off objects, and that enables them to know like exactly where they're going and be more familiar or aware of the surroundings. A little more about bats. Bats droppings in urine may cause damage. Bats have an impact on the interior of buildings, which may cause practical problems. Before deciding on what action may be appropriate and effective for removing bats, it is very helpful to gather some information about the nature and the extent of the problem. This should include information about the type, pattern, and extent of any damage to objects or furnishings, as well as information about the pattern of bat usage. A range of techniques is available to help manage and reduce problems of damage or nuisance caused by bats is freedom. These vary in cost, convenience, effectiveness, and achievability. So before someone tries to remove bats, they should always do research just to know the pattern of the bats, also to see the cost, because it can get very expensive, but it also may be effective ways it's not as expensive as others. So it's always great to do the most research as possible when trying to remove bats. So here's the problem. Our problem is bats have infiltrated the bell tower of Denny Chimes. Here's the solution. We will use large section of netting to frame the outside of the clock tower. We will then attach netting to the perimeter of the tower. That's just around the whole perimeter of the tower. Then we will install an outside net and attach tennis balls to keep the weight of the net down. So that way the net that's against the wall, against the tower, there'll also be another net, but that net will be separate from there. So the tennis balls are weighing down the net, so they're not together. It's a space in between the netting. And this will allow the bats to fly out easily but unable to return. When the bats exit, they are actually between both nets. They will fall out the bottom of the nets and fly away. Solution continued. Removing the bats from the tower and prevent the bats from re-entering the tower. Also finding a source of entry and fixing it once the bats have been removed. So once we get the bats out, we're going to have to try to find a solution so they don't have to get back in, so we don't have to go through this problem again. So that way we'll fix the problem. Also, when the bats attempt to get back inside, they will bounce off the outer netting. If the bats crawl up behind the outer netting, they will be stopped by the inner netting. Once the bats have been removed, we will fix the problem. So this doesn't exist anymore. This concludes my presentation. Does anyone have any questions?